Hello students, we are working with the problems on cash flow statement. In continuation of that, in this class, I am going to explain May 2019 examination problem. So here you are asked to prepare a cash flow statement. Let me explain the problem first. So given below are the balance sheet of Ramchandra and Sons. The balance sheet is given. On the liability side, you have creditors, loan from bank, Mrs. Chitra's loan and capital. On the asset side, you have cash, debtors, stock, machinery, land and building. Coming to the adjustment. During the year, a machine costing rupees 20,000, accumulated depreciation rupees 4,000, sold for rupees 6,000. The provision for depreciation against machinery as on 1st January 2017 was 35,000 and on 31st December 2017 50,000. Net profit for the year amounts to rupees 55,000. We are required to prepare cash flow statement. So here, first we need to prepare the ledger accounts for adjustment items, that is for machinery account as well as provision for depreciation on machinery account. And after that, we have to prepare the cash flow statement by categorizing it into three parts. In the first part, we have to record cash flow from operating activities. In the second part, we have to record cash flow from investing activities. And in the third part, we have to record cash flow from financing activities. Now let's move on to the solution. So here, first we need to prepare the ledger accounts for machinery. Since in this problem, provision for depreciation is also given both at the beginning of the year as well as at the end of the year. So that we need to adjust it in the machinery account. Say on the debit side, we have opening balance, that is balance brought down 1,25,000. That includes machinery balance 90,000 plus depreciation provision 35,000. Altogether, it comes to 1,25,000. Then, on the credit side, we have by balance carried down. That is, the closing balance of machinery 65,000 plus closing balance of provision for depreciation 50,000. So, together, we have 1,15,000. Then coming to the adjustment, the machinery was sold for rupees 6,000. So ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ machine ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ 6,000 rupeesಗೆ. So machinery ಸೇಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, cash comes into the business and machinery goes out of the business. Therefore by cash account entry ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. Then the accumulated depreciation charged for the current year should be transferred to provision for depreciation as separate account is maintained for that purpose. So that is accumulated depreciation 4,000. Then the company is suffering a loss on the sale of machinery to the extent of 10,000. So that should be transferred to adjusted profit and loss account. So you can say that in the problem. So the value of machinery is 20,000. Depreciation already provided on it 4,000. So the value of that comes to 16,000. So but the asset has been sold for 6,000 rupees. Thereby the company is suffering a loss of rupees 10,000. So the 10,000 rupees loss is to be transferred to adjusted profit and loss account. Now we have to close the machinery account. On the credit side, we will get 1,35,000. We have to enter the same amount on the debit side, 1,35,000. Then we will get a balance of rupees 10,000 on the debit side. So that should be transferred to cash account and it should be treated as purchase of machinery. Coming to provision for depreciation account. So it is given in the adjustment. So the opening balance of provision for depreciation is rupees 35,000 and the closing balance 50,000. So it should be recorded on the credit side the opening balance and on the debit side the closing balance. Then during the current year they have transferred rupees 4,000 from the machinery account. So that if we record it in the provision for depreciation account, it will be to machinery account 4,000. Now we have to close the ledger account for provision for depreciation, that is 54,000. We are going to get on the debit side. We have to enter the same amount on the credit side and we will get a difference of rupees 19,000 on the credit side. So that amount should be treated as the depreciation for the current year. So rupees 19,000 is to be treated as depreciation for the current year, and it should be adjusted in the first part of cash flow statement. So this is a case of sole trading concern. Therefore, we need to prepare capital account also to find out the drawings amount, if any. So here the capital opening balance is given as rupees 1,35,000 and closing balance is given as rupees 1,63,000. So that we have to record it on the credit side opening balance and on the debit side the closing balance. Then the current year profit is given the adjustment. The net profit for the current year is amounted to rupees 55,000. So that should be debited to, that is credited to the capital account. So the profit ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So by net profit brought down. So net profit 55,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ you have to close the ledger account. So you'll get 1,90,000 on the credit side. You have to enter the same amount on the debit side. Then the difference figure of rupees 27,000 should be transferred to cash account. So capital account in the cash account ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ when the drawings are made by the proprietor. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ proprietor business ಇಂದ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 27,000. That's why cash is going out of the business. So cash will go out of the business only when the proprietor withdraws money for his personal use. So here that amount should be treated as drawings and the same should be adjusted in the cash flow statement. Now let's move on to the preparation of cash flow statement as per accounting standard 3 under indirect method. Here the first part of the cash flow statement is for recording of cash flow from operating activities. As usual, it starts from the net profit for the year. It is 55,000, which should be recorded in the outer column. Then for that we have to add the amount that are usually debited to the adjusted profit and loss account. So here we have adjusted two items. One is depreciation on machinery, so which we have debited to the machinery account. So machinery account ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ entry ಆಗಿದೆ adjusted P&L account ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 19,000, and in the same ledger account we have one more entry related to adjusted profit and loss account, that is loss on sale of machinery 10,000. So ಎರಡು add ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು 29,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 55 plus 29,000 84,000 total ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So for that we have to adjust. Okay, then we have to adjust increase in current liabilities and decrease in current assets, which results in inflow of cash for the company. So here we have decrease in stock by rupees 10,000. So opening balance 45,000 ಇದೆ, closing balance 35,000 ಇದೆ, 10,000 decrease ಆಗಿದೆ. So ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Then creditors value increase ಆಗಿದೆ by rupees 4,000. So 50,000 ಇರೋದು 54,000 ಗೆ ರೈಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4,000 ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So 10,000 plus 4,000 14,000 add ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಾ, then the total will be 98,000. Then we have to deduct decrease in current liabilities and increase in current assets, because at that time there will be outflow of cash. So we have only one item, debtors, that is increased. So first year 40,000 ಇತ್ತು, second year 60,000 ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 20,000 increase ಆಗಿದೆ. So that amount should be deducted here. 20,000 deduct ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ you will get 78,000, that is net cash inflow from operating activities. And the second one is cash flow from investing activities. So in this part we have to record inflow and outflow of cash from the non-current assets. So here in machinery account we have two entries related to the investing activities, that is sale of machinery 6,000, that results in inflow of cash, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. purchase of machinery ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ, that results in outflow of cash, ಅದನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು 10,000. Then coming to the land account. So land account ನಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 40,000 ಇದೆ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ 55,000 ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ 15,000 ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ we can directly assume that land has been purchased by the company to the extent of 15,000. So purchase ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. minus 15,000 bracket ಅಲ್ಲಿ entry ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀರಿ. Similarly, buildings. So buildings are also increased by rupees 29,000. So first year 25,000 ಇದೆ, second year 54,000 ಇದೆ. So it is increased by rupees 29,000. That we have to assume it as purchase of building. So building purchase ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore ಅದನ್ನ minus 29,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Now ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ we will get minus 48,000 because we have got only one positive value and the remaining negative value. Therefore, the total amount will be minus 48,000. So that minus should be recorded in the brackets and it should be treated as net cash outflow from investing activities. And the last part of the cash flow statement is cash flow from financing activities. So here we have to record the transactions related to non-current liabilities of the company. See here we have got loan from bank. So first year 60,000 ಇತ್ತು, second year 50,000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 10,000 ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಲೋನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 50,000, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ 60,000. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ 10,000 rupees. So that increase should be treated as inflow of cash for the company. So 10,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮಿಸಸ್ ಚಿತ್ರಾಸ್ ಲೋನ್ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 25,000 ಇತ್ತು, ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದು 0 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಲೋನ್ ನ ರೀಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. therefore it is showing zero balance. So therefore it results in outflow of cash and we have to record it in minus 25,000. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 25,000 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. And as calculated earlier in the capital account, we have got drawings ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಟ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ಅವರು ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ, ಇಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ minus 27,000. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ minus 42,000. So because we have got only one positive value 10,000, the remaining two negative values. Therefore the total is minus 42,000. That we have to treat it as net cash outflow from financing activities. Then ಆ ಮೂರು ಹೆಡ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ inflow from operating activities 78,000, net cash outflow from investing activities 48,000, net cash outflow from financing activities 42,000. So ಮೂರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ once again you are going to get negative balance of rupees 12,000. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬಂದಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಈಕ್ವಿವೆಲೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಇಯರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಬೈ rupees 12,000. For that we have to adjust the opening balance of cash and equivalents at the beginning of the year, that is 20,000. So minus 12,000 plus 20,000, we are going to get 8,000 rupees. So that is the closing balance of cash as per the problem. So ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಎರಡನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ 20,000 ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ 8,000 ಇದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದು 12,000 rupees ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ rupees 12,000. So with this I'll conclude this. Thank you.